I might need a drink today while I'm making this video. I want to talk about a little article from Blog.to today about the interest rate, and then I'm going to talk about this video and what Randy Boissonault had to say. Man. First up, this from Blog.to, the interest rate might hit 2.75% by late 2025. It's definitely going to hit that well before the end of 2025. Now, the neutral rate is this undefined point. It's the rate that allows for maximum employment, which is undefined, and controls inflation, even though we know the rates don't do anything in terms of inflation. Right now, the Federal Reserve estimates that the neutral rate in Canada is 1.5%. Just keep that in mind for a moment. There are 11 meetings between now and the end of next year. So given that the Fed is stating the neutral rate for Canada is 1.5%, chances are we are going to cut at every meeting between now and the end of next year. Let's be conservative and say it's a quarter point at every meeting. That is a total of 2.75% coming off of our 4.5%. That would get us down to 1.75%, or pretty damn close to what the Fed says is our neutral rate. So could we hit 2.75%? Oh, we're definitely going to hit 2.75%. Will it be by the end of next year? Oh no, it's going to be way before the end of next year. So Randy Boissonault went on for 2 minutes yesterday about the temporary foreign worker program. Man, I'm going to show you a video in a second, but first there's this clip here, and I couldn't find this video anywhere other than Twitter, and I couldn't download it, so I couldn't share it with you. He starts going on about rural Canada and how they need people to operate an inn, and that inn is the only restaurant in town. The fuck does that have to do with people working at Walmart? Are you trying to justify over 1 million bogus student visas with some fictitious rural establishment that needs people to operate an inn? Like, we didn't ship students to Gravenhurst or Bracebridge. There isn't temporary foreign workers in the Mexican restaurants of Aylmer. And then there's this. Give a listen.
We've seen other governments have knee-jerk reactions to this program and shut down the low-wage stream entirely, only to then turn around and have to bring it back entirely. So,
no, we shouldn't be shutting it down entirely. Like, the farms depend on this because it's very difficult to find seasonal workers to go work on the farms. That's a legit problem. But it's not a problem finding people to work at Walmart and Home Depot. Walmart and Home Depot could just pay people more. They'd have no problem finding employees. But wait, there's more.
We're implementing a refusal to process in all census metropolitan areas that have an unemployment rate greater than 6%.
A refusal to process in all metropolitan census areas with an unemployment rate greater than 6%. So we can assume that if things are at 6%, that's not good. As a nation, we're at 6.3%. Remember, the U.S. unemployment rate has gone up to 4.3%. Yeah, the best we've done over the last few years is 5%. We hit 4.9 for 1 month. But more than 6 is bad. Let's check in on every province. I guess we're going to send people to the Yukon and the Northwest Territories. Quebec has already said they can't handle more people. So I guess Manitoba and Saskatchewan is the only place temporary foreign workers and students are going to go. Also, an update on the unemployment for the CMAs of Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. There's Montreal's unemployment rate, 6.7%. Toronto, 7.7%. And Vancouver, right on the edge at 5.8%. So, based on these numbers, they're going to shut that program down ASAP. Nothing quite says that you've made a mistake. Like an immediate and extreme reaction. Did they think we wouldn't notice? We're a country full of immigrants. Of course we're going to be tolerant of immigrants, but we're tolerant of the people that want to come here and stay here and contribute to our society. We're not going to be tolerant of an economic hit job on our wages, especially when the price of everything has gone through the roof. Especially amongst the people who are the most needy in our society, the low-wage stream. You want to flood the system with doctors? Hey, we're all for that. You want to flood the population with skilled trades like plumbers, electricians, etc.? Oh, spectacular. You force people to work through a deadly pandemic in places like Home Depot and Walmart, and then you flood that stream with a bunch of cheap labor, driving down their wages or suppressing them at best. It's indefensible.